Okay, we will continue justifying fraction comparisons. That means showing that these fractions and that these fractions are equal or greater than or less than, comparing fractions and showing. Use fraction circles, strips, or number lines to solve. Use at least two different fraction tools to show that each number sentence is true. Sketch pictures to show what you did. So we are going to sketch. As you can see, you have a lot of room and they want you to sketch. Sketch means to draw. So they want you to draw and show. Find two equivalent fractions. As you can see, this is equal. You've got equal signs right here. That means equivalent. That means the same. So we want to draw to show. Now, they want us to use different things. So it's your choice. You could use circles, strips, or number lines to show this. I am going to choose, and you can, like I said, you can choose a different fractions if you want. But I'm just going to use some easy ones. And the very first one I'm going to use is I'm going to do fraction strips. So I'm going to draw two fraction strips here of the same length, because you know that's the important thing, that they're the same length. So here's my first one, and not a very good drawer, but we will try here. And here's my other fraction strip right here coming along. Whoops, there we go. Anyways, they're about the same length. Now I'm going to cut them the same. Well, I'm going to cut them equally, maybe not the same. So this first one I am going to cut right in half, as much as I can, about half. And I'm going to cut this other one in the same place. But on this other one, I'm going to make a little bit more cuts. So I'm going to cut that one in half and this side in half. All right, so this one is showing 2. So that's our bottom number, 2. I'm going to put that up here for our bottom number, 2. And I'm going to shade one of those 2's. So basically, I'm shading half. 1/2 means half. That's how we write half. So I'm shading 1/2. So there we go. Now on this one, I'm going to shade the same amount, which is, well, first of all, I cut this one into 4. So over here, I'm going to put 4 for my bottom number, but I'm going to shade the same amount. And that means I shaded in 2 of these parts. So 2/4. So I can show that 1/2 is equal to 2/4. That is me showing you that they are equivalent. They are equal. Now, you can go on to the next one. If you're online, you would go on to you push the arrow and it would take you to this next section. It says find two fractions that make this number sentence true. Now notice this is not an equal sign. This is a greater than sign. So we are going to sketch or draw to show that one fraction is greater than another. But we used fraction strips for the one above, so we're not going to use fraction strips. So on this one, we're going to do, and you can do number lines if you want, but I'm just going to make circles. So I'm going to, which I don't make very good circles, but I will try. 2 circles, the same size, as close as I can make it. It's not perfect, but they're about the same. There we go. And on this one, I am going to cut this into 4 pieces. And I'm actually going to cut this one into 4 pieces. 2. Now, you can do whatever you want to. You don't have to make them the same, but I'm going to make them the same. So I'm going to make the bottom number 4 and the bottom number 4. It's just easier for me that way. And then on this one, I want to make this one bigger. So I'm going to shade a lot in. So I'm going to shade all of this in. So I'm going to shade 3 pieces in. So I'm going to, there you go, 3. And on this one, I'm just going to shade one of those pieces in. So as you can see, this is greater than this. So 1 3/4 is greater than 1/4. I made this sentence true. Now you could have cut it differently. You could have even cut this into, let's say, oh, I'm not very good. You could have cut this into 8 pieces. Not very good, but 8 pieces, and you could have said 2/8, 2/8, and 2/8 is still smaller. So 1/4 is the same as 2/8, and it's still true. 3/4 is greater than 2/8. 3/4 is greater than 1/4. 2/8 and 1/4 are equal. They're the same thing. They're just cut differently. So this is a way that you can show or justify fraction comparisons.